Greetings to my general viewing audience. Though most of you are likely gone due to the fact that I haven't made videos in a while, I'm out of practice. But I just want to jump right back into this because if a majority of black people do not shift their vote to Donald Trump come 2024, you are truly a lost race. You truly deserve what's coming to you. I'd like to ask you black people, imagine if you were blind. You had no idea that Donald Trump was Caucasian. And then you heard all the shit that was happening to him. You'd think he was black, wouldn't you? That's right, you motherfuckers. Think about it. Close your eyes and just imagine and just read all the stories about the shit that was happening. Because that shit was happening to us. It still may happen on scattered occasions because the lie about white supremacy being the most grave danger to the country needs to be dispelled. Black people were thrown in jail on trumped up charges, as late as yesterday probably, but you go back to the early 70s, the 60s, the 50s. Motherfuckers just make shit up and throw your black ass in jail. If I can remember the name, the story, I'll put it in the description box. There's a black dude who came back from the war, was riding a bus. They arrested his ass on trumped up charges, beat the shit out of him, let him go after they had blinded him. That's right, true story. Here, let's go back to Jesus Christ. Now, in that day and age, and in that climate, and with that sun, you can't tell me Jesus Christ will look like those white pictures that they first started showing us in church. And the thing is, Jesus Christ didn't have one trial. Jesus Christ had about 5 trials. Hold on, gentle viewer, I'm still hydrating. Tonight, vitamins RUM. That's right. Jesus he had to appear before the high priest, then somebody named, not somebody, but he was the Sanhedrin. Hell, it's been a while since I've been in church. Pontius Pilate, Herod, and then he was sent back to appear before Pontius Pilate again. And even though Pilate said, yeah, dude, you know what, you innocent and everything, but kind of like the Immaculate Reception game with the Steelers and Oakland Raiders. And a referee said, well, they called it and let the Steelers steal that win because they were playing in Pittsburgh and they feared for their safety if they gave a proper ruling. Pontius Pilate, even though thinking that Jesus Christ was innocent, took him out and presented him, if you will, presented him to the crowd, the mob, to suggest how Jesus should be punished. And that, in effect, is what is happening here. They're letting the crowd, if you will, in this case, it's the people in power, such as Nancy Pelosi, Chuck Schumer, and additional cronies in the Democrat Party. And they're presenting Trump and saying, choose his punishment. How many trials, even with this bullshit with Fat Alvin, you used to have that cartoon on CBS or whatever. Fat Alvin, you got the one in Georgia. Then you got the special counsel case where, the judge thinks, well, we can go ahead and violate attorney-client privilege and get some notes up in here. Again, close your eyes. Think about how they're fucking over Donald Trump. And think about how your black ass was getting, or maybe your black ass did get just rolled over by the system. But your parents, your grandparents, your great-grandparents getting fucked over by the system with trumped up charges. You think Donald Trump was black. I said it before, I said you think he was black if you didn't know he was white. And you just read a story of what was happening to him. As I said, I'm out of practice. What the fuck? I am just going to close out by saying this. If Donald Trump asked me to do something, and he wouldn't ask me personally, he'd ask the group to do something. You want to know what? I would fucking do it. And this is coming from somebody who was being recruited. The Army recruiter kept trying to get me to sign up. Hell, bitch said, yeah, well, she'd go out with me if I signed up. And I was like, bitch, you ain't that fine, bye. Because I didn't want people telling me what to do. And you damn sure was going to be cussing in my ass during boot camp. But this man is trying to save his people. And it's even just making that statement. You might think I'm talking about Jesus Christ. But I'm talking about Donald Trump. And he's trying to save his people. And his people are American. Even if you're foolish enough not to understand that he is trying to save you, if you're that fucking stupid that you don't realize what he's trying to do for you, but he's going to try to do it anyway. Now let me get this final hydration and I'm going to wrap it up. When Jesus Christ willingly came with the guards so that he could have his trials, he did not fight, just like Donald Trump is not going to fight. Donald Trump is going to go to New York and face trial. Even though Jesus Christ did not fight before carrying that cross up to wherever he carried it to, and then sacrificed himself for the salvation of our souls. He didn't say, I'm going to sacrifice myself to save the soul. Well, no, not save, to give y'all the opportunity to have your soul saved. Because you can't say, well, I killed 50 people, but Jesus saved my soul back in the day. No, you fucked over your own soul. But you have the chance at salvation because he gave Jesus gave his life for your salvation. A chance at salvation. Whether you are with him or against him at that time. Same thing with Donald Trump. Effectively he is. Oh shit, this video is going to be longer than I thought. If you think about it, Donald Trump is giving his life for the soul of America. Even though there are those in America who hate his guts, he's fighting to save the soul of this nation. Now I'll wrap it up by pointing this out. And other people have already pointed out, you probably saw that shit on the news. Hydration time. America is turning into a banana republic. When the people in power decide, we are going to use this power to give you, the people, no choice in who is going to be your, fuck it, at this point, with Joe Biden and all those executive orders, we're going to call it ruler. There's no longer a president. So many fucking executive orders, he's not going through Congress. He's not obeying the rules or the judgments, the rulings of the Supreme Court. I'd say the gloves are off, but honestly, the Republicans in Washington, D.C. are a bunch of bitches. Not all of them, just 48% of them. And they're not going to fight, which leaves us fucked. Which leaves us fucked for the simple fact that, as they call it, it's a uniparty. Don't want to get into the Ukraine, I'm just going to stop here. You watch, wait, and see. You have so many immigrants who have entered the country through illegal means that are going to change the shape of the country unless Donald Trump actually is elected as president, as he's promised mass deportations. However, that's not going to solve the entire problem because of the fact that these immigrants who entered the United States through means which were illegal, should they have babies, those babies are citizens of the United States of America. So even with mass deportation, they'd come back in 18 years, 2024, they'd come back in 16 years when they're 18 and say, I'm an American citizen. Then they can use that chain migration to wrap a chain around up to 9 of their fucking relatives. And then we're just screwed. It's just that we're screwed 16 years from now. And that's it. That's all, Jenna viewer. Think about my analogy. And for you black motherfuckers out there, if your ass was blind, you know full fucking well you'd stand behind that man. I'm out.